Misamis Oriental is one of the most important provinces in the Philippines today in terms of growth, agricultural resources, and investment opportunities. Misamis Oriental is a fast-developing province in Mindanao, full of promise and hope. In 2004, Attorney Oscar Sirinia Oca Moreno, then Congressman of the 1st District of Misamis Oriental, was elected governor of the province. His administration is guided by an 8-point agenda that focused on revenue generation, infrastructure, education and environment, poverty alleviation, agricultural productivity, resuscitation of Misertel, the province-owned telecommunications company, and the bureaucracy. The provincial government made a mark in trying to integrate the province physically through its continuing infrastructure development. In his second term, Governor Moreno indicated a target of 1,000 kilometers of provincial roads, and to date, the capital has already exceeded this target at 1,066 kilometers. It has sustained its efforts in expanding the road networks through the opening of provincial roads, interlinking remote and hinterland barangays to provide its constituents with better access to basic social and economic services. The lack of classrooms is one of the education woes in the Philippines, and the province of Misamis Oriental is no exception. But Governor Moreno is taking the obvious solution to the problem on the shortage of classrooms: build more and better school buildings. During his watch, a total of 208 classrooms were constructed, an unprecedented development in Misamis Oriental. Among the other infrastructure projects that were fully supported by the Moreno administration is the Medina Rural Waterworks Sanitation System, repair and renovation of the Provincial Office of the Commission on Audit and Provincial Budget Office. Barangay halls were also constructed in certain barangays. A product of good education, Governor Moreno decided to invest big in education and came up with a comprehensive education program in Misamis Oriental. Apart from the classrooms which provided conducive learning centers for both high school and elementary students, the capital dared to implement seriously the Early Childhood Care and Development Program. Included in this program is the rehabilitation and construction of daycare centers and health centers in the province, serving mothers and preschool children. The capital also partnered with a number of private sector groups in advancing literacy among the youth, such as the Sinergia Reading Program. 3 critical areas were identified for having the most felt need for the program: Magsaysay, Claveria, and Villanueva. Training opportunities for qualified out-of-school youth are also made available by the capital to provide the beneficiaries with employable skills and possible job placements. The provincial government also continues to implement programs in health, nutrition, education, and agriculture. All these are linked to its efforts at addressing poverty. The story of Sitio Lantad in Balingasag has inspired so many that it has now become the province showcase for successfully transforming what was once a strife-torn area into a progressive and peaceful community. Lantad before was a clear symbol of government neglect, but Governor Moreno, guided by his vision and faith that nothing is impossible, conquered Lantad, not with guns and bullets, but with an army of bulldozers and dump trucks that opened the road to a once isolated place that has been the stronghold of the NPA rebels for decades. Lantad is now included in the agrarian reform communities of the Department of Agrarian Reform, where some basic facilities are now in place and basic services are more accessible than before. Also part of the capital's poverty alleviation program is the creation of the Provincial Jobs Assistance Center in partnership with the Department of Labor and Employment and TESDA. Various social support services are also available in Misamis Oriental, such as the Bahay Pag-asa Project, a juvenile center which addresses the needs of the disadvantaged male children in conflict with the law. Efficient health care for the poor is one of Governor Moreno's primary thrusts under his administration. 5 interlocal health zones were reactivated to streamline and rationalize the delivery of healthcare services. This promotes and enhances synergy among the municipalities. The province has, under its supervision, 7 district hospitals, and only during the watch of Governor Moreno that the hospitals have experienced a major facelift and upgrading. Misamis Oriental Provincial Hospital, Talisayan, is now accredited to Level 2, aside from the provincial hospitals in Newark and Dinita. Soon, the provincial hospitals in Balingasag, Montikaw, and Claveria will follow suit. Before the massive rehabilitation of the hospitals, its income was only less than 5 million pesos per year, but it has now reached 25 million pesos in 2007 and 29 million pesos in 2008. An average increase of 12% is also noted in the bed occupancy rates, with Balingasag having the highest rate among the 7 hospitals. Additional doctors and nurses were hired to cope with the increasing staffing requirements brought about by the rising number of patients. Assistance from abroad continued to flow in from our Filipino friends and provided additional supplies and equipment for the improvement of hospital services. The capital further supports the delivery of secondary health services, especially among underprivileged constituents who need assistance with the following medical conditions: cataract, glaucoma, goiter, hernia, hair lip, hearing problems, hydrocephalus, myoma, among others. The Provincial Eye Care Program continues to conduct at least 1 operation a day. A regular medical mission called the Tabang Medico is being held monthly in every municipality and has now served more than 100,000 patients since 2004. In Misamis Oriental, sports, arts, culture, and heritage is deemed an essential element in nation building. For Governor Moreno, this brings the people of Misamis Oriental together and gives them a distinct identity as a people. Misamis Oriental also prides itself with competitive athletes in various sports. The capital has initiated various sports events to provide enthusiasts a venue for training such as boxing, basketball, chess, and karate-do. Agricultural activities in Misamis Oriental is very productive. Rice production increased from 8% in 2007 to 9.5% in 2008. In partnership with the Department of Agriculture, the capital supplies farmers with rice, corn, and vegetable seeds. Farm inputs and technical training are also provided to make the farmers more productive and abreast with the recent technology. Partnerships with various private sector groups has proven to be helpful in the capital's agricultural productivity programs. Misamis Oriental will soon become the northern gateway to Mindanao as the construction of the 7.9 billion pesos Laguindingan Airport Development Project nears completion. The Laguindingan Airport is expected to be completed by the 3rd quarter of 2011. The airport is designed with a control tower to handle an all-weather and night landing operations. The runway can accommodate an Airbus A330 airplane which can seat 302 passengers, while the apron is designed to hold 5 aircrafts at a time. This airport project will certainly spur economic activities in the region. Governor Oscar Moreno has demonstrated a distinct breed of public service anchored in performance and good governance. In Misamis Oriental, the capital brings the government closer to the people.